Wishing you a very happy Diwali. Let's make another awesome sweet. Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome back to another session with your Vahchef at vareva.com. And I know all of you are requesting me about Rasmalai. And that too, we're going to make Kesar Rasmalai. And to make this is very easy, but there is little bit of skill in curdling the milk, and I want you to see this carefully, because once you can curdle the milk, you can make this rasmalai very easily. Dear friends, the technique of curdling the milk is, first we are going to take cow milk, and everywhere they sell cow milk. Maybe some places this is a little bit expensive. Take the cow milk to make this sweet, bring this to a boil, and curdling is slightly different from making paneer. What we do when we make paneer, when the milk is boiling, you add vinegar to it. But here, of course, we're going to use vinegar, but the process is going to be slightly different. The curdling, the moment we add vinegar little by little, when you see the curdling is done appropriately, you add cold water into this. Even you can add ice to it. The thing is to stop the process of curdling the milk. Basically the protein in the milk will curdle, but you're going to curdle it just till it is soft, half done. And later when you boil it in the hot sugar syrup, the entire curdling will happen, and the rasgullas or the rasmalais or the rajbogs, they will become big. First, bring this milk to a boil and have some cold water on the side ready. Look at this, the milk is come to a boil. We're going to switch off the flame, and then we're going to add vinegar little by little. Here some ice cold water is also ready. Now, we're going to add vinegar little by little and keep mixing. This mixing and adding little by little vinegar, you need to be very careful that you don't add too much vinegar or it kind of make it sour. But the moment you see is almost ready and the water is separating. Now you can see it is separating. Now stop the process. In this, add cold water. Now what we did is, we put ice cold water in this and stopped. We freeze the process of curdling. This is perfect now. We're going to drain this and we're going to have this soft paneer. So look at this, the paneer, like malayam. Look at this, how soft it is. With this ice, this will slow it down. We're going to drain this very carefully. We're going to drain, and after you got, so the entire curd, the curdled milk is here. Take these edges and we're going to drain out the moisture. See, we got the milk solids, tie it up like this. Right now it is a little bit hot. Squeeze it a little more, and we're going to use this curd to make our rajbog. For making the sugar syrup for this, so for 2 liters, I got like little 250 grams of the curdle thing, and with this we can make nice big size rajbog, around 10 of them. Or if you're making rasmalai, smaller one, you can make up to 30 also. Here I've got the vessel. In this we're going to make the sugar syrup. Even sugar syrup is a little bit of art. If you get real good sugar, there is no problem. You can just make the syrup. But if you're using sugar and there is some impurities, I'm going to show you a technique also. First, we're going to add sugar. In this, we're going to add water. For the rasmalai, we're going to make it thin. For the gulab jamun, I would add this much water. But for rasmalai, I'm just going to add more water. Almost double the amount of water. The syrup is going to be thin. Only then you can get, you can cook this rasmalai or rajbog or anything in this. Switch on the flame, and now, to remove the impurities, what we do is, we add a little bit of milk. Just, I added a little extra, but that's fine. When you boil, there's going to be a lot of impurities that it will bring on, and it will clearly strain. You can also add a little bit of lime juice to quicken the process, but let the sugar syrup come to a boil, and then you can remove the impurities and you can use this. We are going to use this syrup for making our rasmalai. Making syrup like this, and then we're going to make our rajbog in this. This is going to be perfect. Now, while the sugar syrup is done, let's get back to our paneer. So here, I've got this paneer which I removed of the excess water, but do not put a weight or anything while you're doing this. Just squeeze out the moisture. Whatever, this is all the milk solids that come, and now we need to knead it. We're going to knead it in such a way that this becomes very soft. Already we curdled the milk. only till half. Rest of the curdling will happen in the syrup. Now we are going to knead this like this. We are going to make this into a nice soft dough. So do not knead it way too much, but you do not want to have any of the grains in this. Look at this. So just take this entire mixture. Once this is done, look at this, how nice, soft this is. So once this mixture is ready, now to make our rasmalai is very easy. So all you need to do is take little pieces of this dough. Look at this, make them even size. So usually what we do is we take this thing like this and then we kind of make them into small roundels. After this, we just take this, squeeze it little bit. After you make this into a round, just press it little bit, because these guys will become double the size almost when they are cooked. Make them round like this and make them flat. Make your small little roundels and then cook this in the sugar syrup. And your sugar syrup here is also getting a little bit cloudy. I need to clean the dirt, and after which I am going to show you how to boil them. Now we are going to clarify the sugar syrup. I have added a little bit milk and this whatever the solids that have come here, just remove off that little bit of dirt. This one we are just going to put on the side. Now we are going to take the syrup, because we are going to boil in this and also we are going to let it sit in the sugar syrup. So some of the syrup we are going to take it from here. Look at this. I am going to take syrup like this, and this syrup, once the rasmalais are nicely boiled and become big, from this we are going to remove and put it in this, because in this we are going to add some soap fruit water that is called Rita. I am going to show you that. In many villages and everywhere, they take this Rita fruit, they crush it, soak it in the water, and a lot of froth comes. They apply to the hair and take a head bath. So we are going to use it to make sure that our rasmalai, rajbhog, rasgulla come bigger in size. For boiling this rasgulla, rasmalai, we are going to use the Rita. This is soap fruit, and you can have a look at this. See, this is also what they do is they crush it and they soak it. And when they soak it, this one, they even apply for the hair bath. So a lot of froth comes. This liquid is used in when you are boiling this rasmalai, rasgulla or rajbhog or anything, because a lot of froth comes, and this froth will make this rasmalai very nice and light. So here I have got the water. I need this to be vigorously boiled. Only then I am going to add the beautiful little rasmalais which we have made, because in this they are going to swell and becoming big. I have already added a little bit of Rita water, that is why it is nicely frothing, and I am going to add a little more, and you are going to see this will give lot of froth. So this froth, whatever now you can see, this is what is going to make your rasmalais nice. Just drop in these things. This froth is going to make them nice and light. So we are going to boil them vigorously. That is when you are going to have this come out nice. Now if you are going to boil them in a slower flame, your rasmalais will not become nice. In fact, they will break. After letting this boil for 15 minutes, because 15 minutes it will take to cook, the sugar syrup also will get thickened. So what we are going to do is we are going to add some water, and this one will also help us clean this rasmalai whatever we did. Look at them, they have size also have become bigger, and so we want them to come out nice size like this. So just drain out the water like this and then put it in the same sugar syrup what we removed first. They will sit there. Remove carefully, don't mess with them, and when they get cold, they become very nice and perfect. These need to sit in the sugar syrup like this when they are done. So once they get slightly cold, that's when they will get the structure fully set in. Then we are going to squeeze it a little bit, and then we are going to make a milk, the sweet milk for rasmalai, and with little bit kesar and all that, and then we are going to serve this. I am going to let this cool down, then I am going to show you how to make this sweet milk for rasmalai. The milk for the rasmalai, we are going to do it, and this one everybody has their own way. Some people love it, like rabdi. I like it little bit thick, the milk, but some people just like it sweetened milk, so they enjoy the rasmalai more. So it's up to you how you're going to like it. In this milk, I've reduced it like half, and then we're going to add sugar. So sugar also, Nowadays, people don't add too much sweet also into the sugar syrup because they're perfect. And in this, we're going to add saffron water. Just milk and saffron. The sweet is all getting ready. In this, we're going to add some cardamom powder. And now mix it. If you want to cook it little further, it's fine, but otherwise also it's fine. So if you keep it white, it's just rasmalai. If you make it slightly, with the saffron, then it is kesar rasmalai. So this is all good. Once this cools down, then we're going to serve. And here, I have the rasmalai, everything ready. So we're going to squeeze, see, because they have come perfect. So we're going to squeeze one by one like this, squeeze them and then put it in this milk syrup. Then we are ready to serve. This is all ready. So this saffron milk is ready with cardamom powder, and the rasmalai is, these ones are sitting here. So we're going to squeeze out the sugar syrup. Carefully squeeze it out and then put it in this. And you need to make sure that the sweet milk is slightly, warm. It's not hot but warm, so it will absorb the juices immediately. We're going to drop them there, and then after slightly cooling it down, you can serve. You can also serve it a little bit warm, but always I've seen most of the people prefer it cold. This is good. Squeeze the juices out and drop it in this. They will absorb all the nice saffron colored milk, and then we're going to serve it later. You can also add a little bit of saffron on top. And I made the same recipe almost 11 years ago, and this is where I ate it. Now my son eats in this ball, and my ball is shrink to a very small size. Though I secretly managed to eat at least 4 rasmalais at a time. So now look at this, nice, beautiful with liquid. And as I told you, people prefer the milk to be thicker. I also like it like that. And on this, you can always add some badam, some pista also if you want. And once this cools down, this milk also will slightly thicken. So this is good. And here, whatever I'm eating right now, and a little bit. This is good. And time to enjoy it. Dear friends, so many recipes, easy recipes, every home. The Swachh Bharat in India, everybody should enjoy the greatest of the greatest sweets. And the sweets make you happy, and every day is happy with Vareva. So dear friends, make them, and look at this. Nice and soft, and with a nice saffron flavor. This is just amazing. Make it, eat it. In fact, you have to make sure your family is happy with good food and keep saying Vareva. Every bite is heavenly. Wow. And the camera is off.